Hello and welcome back to the kitchen. We're going to do a little bit more cooking today. This is going to be another two-part recipe. We're going to do part of it today and then part of it in another episode, because what we're going to do today needs to actually sit for a couple days because it works better that way. I have already added 1 cup of the white rice. What we're doing right now is we're adding some water to this, swishing it around and rinsing it out. Gets rid of some of the starch and dust and everything that is on the rice. And it's basically just a good idea. And I've already done this a couple times. You can probably get an idea right now. The water's not quite as cloudy as it used to be. And then you just drain the water off into the sink. So you may be out there saying, why are you showing us how to make rice? Rice is easy. Rice is not easy. Rice is one of those few times where if you don't follow the instructions they give you on the package exactly, you're going to end up with this big wad of rice goo that you might take an attempt at eating, but in the end you're going to regret it. So we added 1 cup of rice, and to 1 cup of rice goes 2 cups of water. Water. Let's rinse this extra bit off the lid here from the straining. Okay. 1 tablespoon of margarine. And it says a ½ teaspoon of salt. We're going to skip the salt for very specific reasons of the type of rice we're going to be trying to make. So, check it off so it's even. 1. Come on. The instructions are, get out a wooden spoon while we're thinking about it. The instructions are to bring it to a boil. And I generally bring it to a boil, which means take it to the highest heat and let it boil for maybe 5 minutes or so. They suggest, as soon as it gets to a boil, stop. I find that doesn't quite work exactly. Again, this is one of those things, rice, you need to get it exactly right. And I'm just waiting for that to heat up. Isn't this exciting? The biggest thing I've found when doing rice that doesn't actually go with what they tell you is they tell you to turn it on high, bring it to a boil, then turn it to low. The low's really not, very specific. And then they say simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. I find 20 minutes actually works better. And when they say simmer, that means it's sort of almost a boil, but it's not boiling over. It's really kind of in between there. And I find putting it on maximum to get the boil in the first place is fine. And then turning it down to around 3 or so, if your thing goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's maybe more than a quarter, less than half, probably actually a third way up, what with it being 3 and all. But, okay, so it's starting to boil now. Waiting for the margarine all to melt. So we're going to use some of this to make something today, which is just going to be rice with some sauce in it. And the rest of it we're going to use in a couple days to make some fried rice with General Tao chicken, which I think is going to be really good. A little bit spicy. Again, it's easy to do, but you can impress people with the fact that you know how to cook something that sounds like it's difficult to do. And when I say fried rice, I mean plain fried rice. And plain fried rice actually means plain fried rice. There are no carrots or peas or bits of egg or anything that in it because it is plain fried rice. Not vegetable fried rice. Not chicken fried rice, not stuff some stupid other crap in there fried rice, just plain. So it is starting to boil now, and like I said, we'll probably leave that for around maybe 5 minutes. Leave it on the high heat, get that boil going on. Stir it a bit, keep it going. Anyway, now that that's going good, okay, I feel we've got enough of a boil going on. We will turn it down to 3 and cover. And I'm actually going to set the timer on the stove for 20 minutes, and we're going to let that slow down its boil and go down to a simmer, and it will simmer for 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and finish off this particular one. So we'll be back in a bit. And we're back, and it has been 20 minutes, so we'll turn the burner off, that out, and ready for some excitement here. You can take a look. The rice is sort of down to a flat mass. Give it a sort of a bit of a scrape there, and you'll see how it's all done. It's a nice no stick. It all slides around really well. And what you want to do is break it all up from that big rice wad that you had there. You know, fluff it up. And then we're going to leave it for another 5 minutes. So like I said, with the next installment after this, we're going to make General Tao chicken with plain fried rice. But today we're just going to go with some rice with the General Tao sauce, because it's a really spicy sauce. If you don't have that, you can use the sweet Thai chili sauce. It's also really good. So this is the General Tao. This particular one is the President's Choice brand. It actually is cheaper than the other brand and just as good. It's nice and spicy. And this is what we're going to use. We're going to mix this with some of the rice. And the rest of the rice we are going to put away, because the suggestion that everybody says for fried rice, plain fried rice, is that it is best if the rice you use is a day or two old. Well, I'm pretty sure we can get day or two old rice by just doing this today, finishing it up tomorrow. And those more fluffing up thing. And we're going to dump the stuff that we're going to keep for tomorrow into there. As I said, I love the no stick cookware because it does this sort of stuff so easily. And I'm going to keep a little bit. Nice big bowl of rice for now. And this will get put aside. We're just going to let that do its ricey thing for a day. So we have the bowl sitting right here, ready for the rice. It's simple. You just dump the rice into the bowl. Stuff. Don't miss. Helps if you don't miss the bowl. And on top of that, pour some of the General Tao sauce, like so. Spicy goodness. Grab a spoon and just mix this in. This is a fairly simple recipe for today. It's mostly time and following the heating and ratios pretty much exactly. Like I said, I left the salt out of this particular recipe because when you're adding the sauces and etc., or when you're making plain fried rice as well, you're going to add some salt to it at that point. So it's better to have rice that's just, you know, completely plain rice. So there we are. We got rice with General Tao sauce, which we can have right now. And we've got the container of plain rice that we're going to use tomorrow to make the General Tao chicken with plain fried rice. So I will see you tomorrow for another recipe from the kitchen. Bye.
Oh, hi, you caught me in between recipes here. Just wanted to be a couple things to show you. So how about like this? That's right. Now we have Cooking with Greg merch for you to get. Hey, maybe I'm thirsty. I could use something. That's not it. That's the trophy for winning 4th place in the provincial Works Canadian MasterChef. can't, well, I suppose you could drink out of that, but really, put that over there. So really, I could use something to drink. Look at that! We have glasses too! So, now you finish watching the video, head on over to the merch store and pick up some stuff. And represent. Do it. See you next time.